Hello. Okay, so this is how I upload a podcast episode. So once Carol has edited the podcast, you'll find it in this wee folder here, completed podcast audio files. The latest one is there, so just always check that it's there before you go to upload it. Then we go to log into Libsyn, and then it's content, add new episode. And then here we add a media file from Dropbox, or you can download it to your hard drive. And then I will just find it in here. Audio files for the completed podcast, and then upload episode 33. So that's uploading now. It doesn't take too long. I just let it go. May as well just let it go. So once you're finished uploading the audio file, that's when you go to upload the details that are going to appear in iTunes. So once that's finished processing, just press go to details. The title of the episode is always starts with hash and then the number of the episode and then the name of the episode. The name of this episode is I can't remember what I was going to call it. I'm sure I told Carol what it was called. Let me see one sec. Soz. She'll have made the image, so I'll be able to see it. Here we are. Yeah, how to look backwards to move forwards. So number 33, how to look backwards to move forwards. There's not a subtitle. So in the description, this is the description that shows in iTunes, or this is where the show notes show up. And what I do is I just go to the show notes, completed show notes that Carol has written for each episode. So she listens to the episode and then she writes notes on it. So then I just copy what she has written. Super easy, and then paste it into here. It can be a little bit like the editing can be off a bit, so you just need to make sure, I don't know why it does that it's fixed. Doesn't take long. Obviously because she doesn't know, she's not obviously a native English speaker, you need to kind of normally go through it and just check that that everything's spelled right and stuff, but it tends to be fine. This is quite annoying. So just make sure that everything's right there. Making sure that the links are correct, that they go to the right place. URL, changing that to Dropbox. From Dropbox to the correct URL. I don't know, you'll probably know a better way or a quicker way of doing this because obviously it's your job and I am not great at it. Mail to, that's all good actually, and just make sure that this is all correct before we click moving forwards. Talk life. So that's, and just read it through and make sure it looks correct. So that's all good. And then category obviously changes from general to podcast. This is where you put your keywords in. So personal development, weight loss, fat loss, we'll just leave it at that just now. And then again, you have to, this is for optimizing iTunes, so it's just a case of copying and pasting the very, very basics. So iTunes summary, it doesn't allow you very many characters. So what I tend to do is just get the most important bit of the show notes and paste that in there. Episode number 33, I've not done seasons or anything like that. And then most of the podcasts I do swear in them, so you need to set it to explicit. iTunes Author, I made a little file in Dropbox. You'll see it when you go in. That's got the iTunes Author. I just copy and paste it from here. Rachel Watson, iTunes Author. Then go to artwork. This is not really hugely important, but you can upload the thumbnail for the episode here, but it's not really necessary. Carol normally does a thumbnail, or you can just download the podcast thumbnail from here and upload that into the thumbnail. Super quick. So every episode goes out on a Thursday morning. I schedule it to go out really early, like 4 AM, so that the early birds can download it when they wake up. So we'll just let that image upload. Okay, that's that done. That's the podcast image that will show up in iTunes. Go to scheduling, and then it's just a case of basic release expiration. So set a new release date. So it releases on Thursday the 19th at 4 AM. 4 AM. It doesn't expire and it's always available. I'm not sure what this update ID3 SAGs means. If you know what that means, then brilliant. And then publish. And that, my dear, is how you publish an episode. Ta-da!